Hey friend, hope you are doing well. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We are checking in Pisces for your energy, sun, moon, and rising. Just clearing the space a little extra today. We are in the heightened energy of this full moon eclipse, and it should be a supportive energy for you. Obviously, all of us have got different things going on, so we'll be connecting in. It is a general read, as you can appreciate. More than anything, it's to get you some signs, some guidance in terms of what you need. So feel welcome to close your eyes as we clear this energy and just feel it from the top of your head, clearing all the way down through your neck, your shoulders, your back, all the way to the ground. Just get connected there and cleared to recalibrate. All right, guys. Let's get into it and see what is going on. I do feel the energy is lighter. I feel like there's a little difference with the, how do I explain it? It's like hope and promise of the future of what you're seeking and where you want to go. I know some of you may still feel a little clouded in that judgment or discernment right now, but I feel what you need will come. So current energy, we do have the Eight of Swords. So I'm going to pull all the cards and then I'll go through it with you. Crossing this energy. We've got the Six of Swords. Current influence. Wow, we've got three. Let's take a peek. The Star, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Past impacting you. The Sun. What's going on above in the headspace? Nine of Wands. Near future. Nine of Cups that jumped out. Your current power in the situation. We've got the King of Wands. Your environment. Six of Wands. Hopes and fears. Two of Swords and potential outcome here. Showing Ace of Cups on the bottom. But we have Justice and Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So let's jump in, friend. And for those of you who have booked in for private readings and sessions, you'll start seeing them arrive into your inbox, the ones who booked in the last week. And there's some emails I've sent out too, just to make sure, because I think a few of you haven't sent me the request that you've wanted, just to let you know. So if you haven't done that yet, please do so. And feel welcome to message me or email me as well. All right, Pisces. So your current energy is showing the Eight of Swords. Now, when we connect into the Eight of Swords energy, this is a little bit of feeling stuck in something. These could be your thoughts, your feelings, or just, wanting to make progress in a certain area, but perhaps you're just feeling tied or bound to something or someone else or a situation right now. And perhaps, there is a part of you that wants to break free, but perhaps there's a part of comfort there. And you could be having a little bit of an internal battle right now on head over heart, or just some, I think, logic and acknowledging as well how you're feeling about something. I think with any change or any progress, or wanting to better our life, sometimes we are letting things go or leaving things behind. And to make that, maybe that major jump or major change that could be making you feel a little bit stuck right now, or some of you just could be waiting for answers or for some guidance to take that leap. So that's kind of what the energy is feeling like right now. So some of you, I feel there's a little in between, or there's this little bit of part of the next stage that you're in, of what that looks like, and maybe you're not sure, and you're just feeling, different things that may come up with that. In terms of what's the challenge, and showing us why this is kind of representing right now, we do have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is, again, wanting to get to that place of peace, wanting to make that move and moving on. So some of you may feel like you need to move on from something, but again, you're feeling a little bit bound or a little bit tied to the situation at hand. And as I said, whatever this change is that you're seeking or looking at or wanting or desiring, there's some freedom in it. But I think there's also a sense of loss naturally. And I think that's something for some of you that you could be experiencing right now. It's like you're witnessing your own life unfolding. And as much as you are, have free will and also navigate it, there's people or situations around you that you're connected to, you're tied to, or also are they're independent person, and you can't control that either. So yeah, I'm just feeling you're wrestling a little bit with something here. Anyway, let's move on to the influence here, because I want to get you, just some clarity right now, some strength right now in terms of where you're going. And again, just that I feel like someone needs that little signal or that little something to go, okay, that makes sense, or it provides some download or necessary information that you need. Now, the influence you've got the Star, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Star is aligned to your healing, to your self-care, to your nurturing, but also to your dreams and aspirations of where you're going. Now, I feel there's a part of you that has this strong belief in what's coming or where you're at and what is unfolding for you. But amongst it naturally, and this is where I feel this is kind of tied in, you're really desiring for something different or something new or something expansive. And this is the energy right now of this full moon. We've got Jupiter, we've got Cancer, we've got Pisces, everything's kind of connecting in right now on what's unfolding here. And I just get a sense that, again, as much as you want this change, as much as you've got these desires for change or for growth or for expansion, there's this little bit of fear of what you're potentially losing or what you've got to perhaps do next to progress. Because some of you are, like, I do feel some of you are just connected or feeling bound to someone or to a situation, which is, could be related to the impact that could have on your finances, could have on your home, could have on your stability at large. So this is, all reflecting right now in the energy. What I do love here is you have the Sun in the past. So there is some reflection of your power and how incredible you are. There is, acknowledgement of where you have healed, of what, you may have asked at some point in time to the universe, to spirit, to God, whatever your connection is there, for clarity, for understanding. And I feel this is spirit letting you know as a reminder, what you seek is also seeking you. What you need is alive in you for a reason. What you're feeling is alive in you for a reason. And I feel this is it's interesting. It's kind of saying this is a promise that if you believe in yourself as much as the universe, as much as spirit, as much as, God may believe in you, this is what is true. The promise of healing, the promise of, growth, the promise of expansion. But there's something here about your healing that's been very specific, and something about your energy when you step into your truth, when you step into your joy, what can become. And you've done it before. You've done it before. And I feel there's a reminder here. I feel like I'm smoking myself out with this sage. I'm just going to put it closer to the window. Okay. Now, again, in the headspace, we've got 9 in your influence and then a 9, which is a 9 of Wands, in your headspace. Okay, so that's kind of what's sitting above you. What's in your head, what you're thinking potentially, what is supporting or also influencing your thinking. Some of you are standing in a space of, And again, I totally understand this, okay? Some of you are still standing in a space of holding out in the hope that even where you may be, that you know isn't congruent to who you are, even though you know that perhaps certain changes. I think there's two parts here. There's a little bit of split energy. For some of you, this is really about, I think you're trying to hold on, and this is part of feeling a little bit trapped or a little bit, what if we can work this out? What if we can make this work? But I guess I want to ask you honestly with yourself, what information do you have to be true, and what are you standing for? Because ultimately the only thing, and as we kind of said back here, the only thing that you can control and manage and show up for in full is for yourself. While you can support other people, what's the reciprocal energy back? What feedback are you getting from that situation or that person? There's something here, and I feel like, it's like you want to hold on for something. But then there's this other part, which I said is kind of like split energy of, I've got this. I can do what I need to do. I've done it before. I'm strong. I'm powerful. So I feel you believe and know that you're strong and powerful in whatever situation. But I guess there's a part too of some change is needed here. So what is that change that is needed? And where is that realization in your thought process for where you're going next? Because this is now about the action to be taken. And that's what I can see is brewing here, and where this part of, it's kind of like when if you've ever bungee jumped or, gone on one of those zip line things, and it's like, oh shit, you've got to jump, and it's like, oh my God, I gotta go, I don't know if I'm ready. And it's like this excitement, this terror at the same time. And it's like, once you're there and go, there might be this freak out tummy drop. And then there's this sense of relief as you get there and get to the bottom. But you've obviously got the adrenaline pumping and all those things. And I feel like this is the part, it's the action aspect that you seem to be thinking about, could be playing a lot in your head. But I feel the action, when you take that action, the next step that is important for you, that you know what you need deep down to do for yourself. This is where the Nine of Cups arrives. There's whatever you've held out for, whatever strength that you've stepped into here, because you've been it before, and you're just getting stronger and growing more, through your days, through your weeks, through your years, through experiences. You're getting to this side of freedom and happiness, and again, this hope and desire, and reaching this Nine of Cups. So I do feel you're stepping into some experience of some kind that you will feel this uplift come with it, okay? Even if some things could be feeling a little bit, like I said, I feel like there's this, not necessarily adrenaline, but that's what it feels like. It's like, holy shit, I'm taking this leap, or I'm taking this step. And it's scary. It's different. It's, it's not the comfort you're used to, but this is where things change and grow and expand. Now, your power, you've got a King of Wands energy. So this could represent a fire sign in your life. We are now in Virgo season. I don't know if there was something particular that happened in Leo season or even Aries season. But if this is representing a masculine in your life, this is someone who is very determined, takes control, makes magic happen, usually quite connected, charismatic. People are drawn to them. This could be representing you as a person, of what your power is. When you go do, what happens when you do, right? The magic, the attraction, the growth. I'm getting a lot of Aries energy with this King of Wands, just to let you know, for some of you, if that resonates at all, or what happened in Aries season. So that's end of March, April. There's something here that is quite bold about a person or about you that you get to experience and you get to become and you get to do. That's really going to level up. Some of you could be, the plane standing out to me again. so interesting, you know, when things that sometimes you just don't notice that you're being asked to pay attention to on this card. This energy is wearing green shoes, okay? Now, when I think of the color green, I think of stability, groundedness. I think of growth financially, but also that the luck that comes with it, you know? And it's not luck per se. It's more about when you take action, what becomes for you. So I feel there's a lot of reward on the other side of this. And remember, this is your power. So I feel you're being asked right now, think about your actions, think about, yep, sure, what you're worried about, yeah, I feel there's something here you're concerned about, and whatever that thing is you're concerned about, it's asking you, okay, you're thinking about what you should be doing next. Let's go. Let's go do it and step towards that thing that gets you closer to your happy place, okay? And that's, again, the steps, the action, the motivation, the focus. When you get shit done, essentially, that's where further magic happens, and that's where your power is, because your environment is acknowledgement. It's like your receipts of success, you know, on the other side here. So you're succeeding at something that you're doing. I think there's a little bit... Here you got your hopes and fears with the Two of Swords. It's like you don't want to make a mistake. Or what if you do? What if you get the choice wrong? What, you know, are you missing something? I feel like these are parts of all the questions you ask yourself in terms of what you should be doing next. And the greatest gift you can give yourself is to focus on you and keep working towards your better self, you know, whether it's the life that you're living, the people that you're around, what you know, the way someone treats you, whatever it might be. If you focus all that energy on you instead of other people and things, you naturally, energetically rise up, okay? And with that, you start seeing things and people differently. And I feel this energy with your hopes and fears is more about the way it's coming across is the way you look at things, or the way I just feel there's a little bit of hope for some of you that something can work or something can change. But I think deep down, again, if there was a little bit more, I don't want to say belief in self, because I know you believe in yourself, but I think there's a part of the action taking that is necessary here to level yourself up. And I just feel you're going to start looking at things differently here, Pisces. And as you start looking at things differently, there's a sense of worth and achievement that comes through it. But it's like you're just, well, what if I get it wrong? If you're taking care of yourself and keep moving forward in life for yourself, other people will show you who they are through the process. You know, at the end of the day, I think if we're kind, have good morals and values, and consider other people, you know, we're not perfect beings, but if we can put our best foot forward, things will reveal themselves. Things will reveal themselves. So again, the fear that I feel underneath, or the worry, yeah, I think that's something that naturally is temporary, but you defeat it by taking action that you need to take, because spirit and life will navigate you as needed, or you will find the next solution or the next thing you need to do to help support this. Because on the other side, again, we've got Justice and Seven of Pentacles, which is the outcome here. Okay, or moving towards the outcome. We've got Ace. Look at this, Ace of Cups with the King of Pentacles that's underneath. Now, I mean, this is it, right? Justice energy, Libran energy, clarity, truth, balance, harmony. I think integrity is a big one too, but it's also consequence. So I'm really feeling right now, Spirit is asking you to focus on your truth, what you know to be true, not what you're hoping is true, not what, how someone is making you feel versus how you want them to make you feel or how you feel about them. Okay? Big important difference there. Because this part here of your clarity, your truth, your integrity, that's where you need to invest or pay attention to where you're putting that energy and investing. Okay? Because there's something new that wants to awaken here that is very stable. And you do have the world. So some of you are walking away from something or someone. Look, and even then underneath again, you've got the Lovers. So some of you are walking away from a connection, a partnership, or something that where a cycle hasn't changed, where I feel that you were hoping perhaps, a person's behavior or a person's way of being. And I can understand having focus on people and things that you care about. That's natural. But there is a point in time where the focus needs to be on you and your growth and expansion, especially where people are under serving bare minimum, So there's something important for someone here about that. But I feel here, Pisces, you've got something new that wants to awaken or is an opportunity that wants to present itself here that's going to bring you great stability, both financially. But the key thing here is the action that you take towards it. That gets you closer to this Nine of Cups. Because whatever's making you held back or feeling held back, might be just a temporary thing. Maybe this is all you're feeling and thinking about right now, and this is the last part of you breaking open. Kind of like your wings are coming out so you can fly, Yeah, I just feel it's time to think and then take action. That's what Spirit's asking you here. But where you put your thoughts is going to be important. How you show up for yourself is the key part here. I know some things aren't easy, but I can see you're worried about the decision-making process or whether you're going to get this right. But again, if you keep moving closer towards your truth, not what you want things necessarily to be of other people, your truth. Because this is not, for some of you, there's quite an emphasis on someone else or something else here that has impacted this energy. And that's kind of what I feel you perhaps you're being asked to let go of, because you're feeling a bit stuck in their energy, and get closer to the things that make you happy. And if that person isn't showing up, or that situation isn't showing up towards this, that tells you a lot. Because the more you take care of you, go after your hopes, your dreams, stay focused, do it with boldness, charisma, style, sexiness, all that you are. This is where you succeed, because that's your power. I'm going to leave it there, dear friend. I'd love to hear in the comments below. I'll catch you later. Bye.